Let's go into it. Mr. Smith, your opening statement. Mr. Johnson.
Uh,
Fireworks.
Hey,
No EV alarms, just fireworks.
Your Honor, get down, please.
Ah!
Walks away.
Hey, sir, just stay down. Stay down.
Come over
Stay
here.
down, okay?
Come over here, Roy.
I'm too old. I've been here for way too long. This is
In
just
here.
a normal
What the hell's going on?
Okay, yeah.
No,
Here, you
don't
can
do that.
Come over here. Come over here.
Get over here, Mr. Roy. Just,
stand behind
this
you.
is
You can stand over
it's
here.
bulletproof
stand over
glass
here.
right
You
here.
have the
You're
gun,
a
I'll
little
go.
safer than the judge is right now, to be honest.
This is the guy trying to fleece me. Shit. I just read it. There's nothing in there about existing businesses.
Hey, you just stay put. Just stay put, sir. Gotta stay down.
I'm not. Yeah, you miss. That's for a proposed business. I'm already a business.
Well,
Okay, we're all clear over there?
no.
No, not
They're chasing the guy right now. They literally gunned him down in mid-street, robbed him, and then dipped.
Okay, so
Damn.
the outside of the courthouse has been secured.
Outside of the courthouse is fine. If
Yeah,
Your
it's
Honor, you're
it's
good.
okay.
There he is.
You're good.
You can go
We
ahead.
need to get you one of those things they put in like ghetto gas stations, like those glass boxes.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what we do.
unfortunately, the defendant side over here, we get bulletproof glass for some reason, and the judge does not.
That is true.
All right, Mr. Johnson, your opening statement.
All right. I'm simply here to show that the officers were not extremely competent in the jobs they were doing, and with that incompetence came a break of my defendants' constitutional rights, and I do so plan to do that via character testimony and witness evidence.
Okay.
And
Mr.
with that,
Johnson, what is your client asking for today?
compensation. I'm not quite certain in the amount.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll resume.
Honestly, probably are going to
No.
leave it to the judge to decide an honorable amount to compensate him for excessive use of force and the crimes that were committed against him today.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, Mr. Johnson, do you have any witnesses to call?
I would like to call up Mr. Branning. Yeah, I'm good with a recess.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I've been called. To where? To the stand?
Yeah.
Let me do that.
Mr. Mo?
It's on my radio now.
Same thing.
It's on my radio now.
Okay, repeat after me, okay?
Yep.
I swear by Almighty God
I swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
be the truth,
be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth, my homie.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
You realize this is a court of law.
We're going to repeat that last part. And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
All right, you may be seated.
Are you okay?
Status?
Down.
Get down.
What
Mr. Jones,
the
get down,
fuck?
please.
My Then for you, let me
Seems like
secure this
this.
shit.
Seems like you guys are doing a great job of keeping the city safe. Thank you guys for your service.
We're doing our best, sir.
Alright, I'm not going to the fucking call again. We're getting this shit carried on. They can't chase him for fucking shit.
We, there's shots out front of the courthouse. I don't feel
No,
that's safe
it's
for
not
the
outside.
judge.
It's not outside. It's around the back on the highway.
So
The one
right
in the
over
Doom
there.
buggy is the one that originally shot and was going to rob the suspect. Right, do you want to get this over with?
Where's
Yeah, I'm willing to continue if you are, Your Honor.
Yeah. Hey, where'd the
I believe we left off with you swearing in Mr. Branning.
wait, where'd the defendants go?
The defendant, he's laying down, trying to hide from the bullets that are being slain outside.
Already got beaten once today. I don't want to die.
All right. So Mr. Branning, how long have you been an officer?
About just
About
did you hear what I said?
no, sir.
Oh, I said just over a year.
Okay, and in that year, how many house robberies have you went to?
Probably 72.
Say about enough that each one of them starts to blend together.
Yeah.
When you were entering the house today, Mr. Branning, did you fully sweep and clear the house
Yeah.
that was being robbed? If you fully sweeped and cleared the house to protocol, how did you mistake my client before being able to
Again,
finish?
like we said for the second time, when we
Uh,
went into the
I-
living room, we
hey,
was
Mr.
out
Branning?
the living room.
This
was
is a
running
completely
out
new
towards the
trial.
front
None
door.
of the other information has been put onto record. So the questions I am asking are legitimate. So if you could kindly back up to the beginning and restate your answer, that would be great.
So me and Alvarez, we walked in. We searched right bathroom and bedroom first. We got that sweeped out. We then went in towards the living room. Now the living room and the kitchen are joined together. So we went kitchen first. We had a look over to the living room, and when I looked over towards the living room, that's when he started running towards the front door.
You said you cleared the kitchen or the living room first?
No, the kitchen and the living room are joined together. So as soon as we went in, we went left, we went right. As soon as I looked right, he then ran.
That's a lot of directions, Mr. Branning.
Pardon?
During your tenure on the police force, have you ever been evaluated?
Have I ever been evaluated?
Yeah,
No.
character evidence? I'm trying to prove that the character of this officer is in question.
Yeah, we're-
Uh,
That means you can continue with that line of questioning.
no, I know. I was trying to
Oh.
remember where I was at. During your tenure in the police day, have you ever been evaluated, whether it be for a medical or for a reprimand?
No.
During that time, have you ever retouched up on your documents? Have you touched your guides and handbooks recently?
Yeah.
So you would say you're pretty well versed on your protocol.
When it comes to on-field training, yes.
Okay. What does your protocol say about a person inside your custody under handcuffs? Yep. Sustained. Would you consider a person in handcuffs to be a threat, Mr. Branning?
When they're in handcuffs,
Let me clarify the question a little bit more. Would you consider a person in handcuffs inside of a police station and supposed to, by this time, be searched for all weapons to be a hazard to your health, Mr. Branning?
if he hasn't been searched, then yeah, because as soon as I uncuff him, he could pull a weapon. That's why I search all my suspects before uncuffing them.
Okay, so handcuffed, you'd say that a handcuffed individual inside of the police station is not a threat to you?
No.
Okay, good. Mr. Branning, when my client went into the cells and got away from you in the cells, what happened when you found my client, Mr. Branning?
I found them in the elevator.
And what did you do in the elevator, Mr. Branning?
I told them to go back to the cells.
You, as officers, have a set amount of cartridges that you are supposed to use inside of your tool belt, correct?
Yep.
How many times did you tase Mr. Roy at the first attempt?
In the south?
What? No. This is leading back to in the chase. How many times during the chase did you tase him? The first time being the first aspect when he crashed into the wall at Rec Garage and fled. Did you tase my client at that point?
Yeah, I've only tased Apache once.
Okay. Mr. Branning, how many taser cartridges are you missing?
Overruled. Answer, Mr. Branning.
So you want me to tell you how many I've got left, or how many is actually in my taser?
How many are you supposed to have, and how many do you have right now?
How many are we supposed to have?
Sustain. Rephrase
Okay.
it.
Yeah, rephrase the question, please.
Answer when spoken to, please. 1 second. How many taser cartridges did you start your day off with, Mr. Branning?
10.
How many do you have in your pockets now?
9.
Can we have someone verify that information? Can you hand 9 taser cartridges to the officer next to you? Or actually, I don't know if I really trust that officer. Could you hand them to somebody else?
Let me see.
Whoa,
Mr. Branning.
whoa!
I'll take him.
Why don't you trust that officer?
Let me see.
He tried to communicate with my client in the cells when he pled the fifth multiple times, attempting to coerce him at the edge of the cell.
Mr. Branning. Cartridges.
It's taking them so long.
All right. He handed me 9 cartridges.
Okay. Can your tasers redeploy without having to use another cartridge, Mr. Branning?
I said, no, I don't know. I haven't tested.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Branning, did you fill out the MDT report all on your own with all of your knowledge that you have being the person that wrote the report? Or did you have to get knowledge from an outside source to complete your report?
So I wrote the template. I put the evidence in. When it comes to the criminals involved, I had a fellow officer help me as this was my first report ever written. He only helped me putting the charges on. No, he only told me how to put the charges on. As soon as I knew that, I put the charges on myself, wrote the whole thing myself, and did the whole thing myself.
So you would say that through your tenure in the police force, there was information and things you don't know.
No.
So then correspond that with you not understanding how to put it in to the MDT?
Because we've just had brand new tablets.
I think it was pretty to the point that Mr. Branning doesn't know how to do the MDT, which is the most basic police
No,
function.
I know how to do my MDT. It's just because we've got new tablets, all right?
Rephrase.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Go ahead and strike that whole last bit of questioning. Mr. Branning,
Yeah.
through your tenure, would you say that you've had multiple MDT devices that you've had to use?
Yeah.
Okay. So then obviously there's knowledge that you'll be missing in that.
No.
Okay, I will strike it. So through your tenure, you've had many MDTs. Through your tenure, you've had many documents explaining. All right, sorry, my bad. Strick. Have you had to learn multiple SOPs throughout your tenure inside your police department? Not asking for specific SOPs, but do the SOPs change from department to department?
Not really, no.
Okay, so then you would say you know your escalation of force, correct?
Yeah.
What does it take to escalate from a hand-to-hand to less than lethal force? I I think escalation of force is kind of a common thing for people to know.
I'm going to overrule that one. Answer that one, Mr. Bowman.
Excuse me?
Answer the question.
What was the question?
And what is the escalation between hand-to-hand to less than lethal force?
Probably pepper spray, maybe a baton.
No.
What?
What does it take to escalate from hand-to-hand, which is tussling, grappling, touching another person, to escalate to using a taser, baton, or something like that, which would be less than lethal?
Oh, if they're harassing me or my fellow officers and laying hands on us.
Okay. Would you say that someone in handcuffs was able to lay their hands on you?
No, he never did.
All right, perfect. Is it any? When you took my client down to get medical, did you ask about any of? When you took my client down to medical, did you acquire a document for treatment of what
No.
was treated? So what you're saying is you have no proof stating how many barbs were used or anything of that.
No.
All right.
I could bring I could probably find the EMS that treated Patchy.
Well, I mean, right now that would be worthless if they're not awake. Uh, Is it safe to say, Mr. Branning, that after you guys left that house, no one went back into the house to clear the house after you guys attained my client?
When we had the client in cuffs or when we was in the chase?
Well, after the chase, you left the house and my client went running and so did you, so you didn't finish cleaning the house at that point. Did you at any time go back to the scene of the crime and finish clearing the house? Or leave an officer behind to clean or to clear the house?
We had a tertiary unit stay. I don't know if they went into the house or not.
In your report, it doesn't say anything about it. That's why I'm clarifying it.
Well, there's your answer then.
So you don't know.
Exactly.
You didn't finish up clearing your scene of your crime that you wrote a report for, or make sure
No,
that
because
an
we were too
officer
busy in the
cleared.
1080 chase to then lead to the cells, and then since the cells, we've been here.
I understand an officer's job is very hard, but you're trained for that, correct? You're trained to handle that stress of the job. You're
I'm not
trained.
stressed.
Well, I mean, it seems like a stressful situation if you can't make sure that your tertiary unit cleaned a house. There could have been another suspect.
Sustained.
No, I'm no one's boss. I'm the same rank as everybody.
Okay. What is the job of of the arriving officer?
Take scene command, which I did.
Okay. So then you would have been in charge, correct?
Yes, but only on scene, it was only me and Canelo at first.
Sustained.
I
rephrase
like him talking, Mr. Smith. It's great.
it. Sustained. Rephrase it.
Yes, I can. So you attained scene command, but did not make sure that your tertiary officer did clear the premises, correct?
Look, when we arrived on
I
scene,
asked a
it
simple
was
question.
only-
Answer his question, Mr. Brandon.
No.
Okay. I have no other questions.
Mr. Smith.
Are you not gonna ask him about when he picked me up in the fucking elevator?
I I have to ask you. He claims that nothing happened down there.
All right, okay.
I'm
Sorry, I don't
building
know the source.
character wit.
I
I
believe
know.
he
I'm
said
building character witnessing
excessive use of
on how
force.
I got a little
stupid that
bit
officer
excited.
is up there.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that, Mr. Johnson? What excessive
Can
use of
we
force was just said?
Sorry, one sec. Can you restate that? My ears were bugging out.
I know you said excessive use. Can you explain what excessive use of force they used?
Excessive use of force? Yeah, I'll step up real quick and explain. My client says that when he entered the cells, he got out of the cells, and this officer right here tased him and beat him in an elevator when he found him.
Beat him with his hands, or
A nightstick.
okay? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, say that last bit again.
I was in handcuffs the entire time.
Objection.
Yes.
The handcuffs were on when he ran.
Yes, sir.
I went to go search for him. I checked every room, was searching around lower floor where the cells are. I then found him in the elevator. No. Yep. Nope.
Mr. Brandon, just so you are aware, you do know the consequences of lying on the stand, correct,
And you do know that there are cameras.
Mr. Brandon?
Sorry, repeat that?
You do know the consequences for lying under oath on the stand of a courtroom, correct?
Honestly, no.
Okay, I'm just making sure you know. Like, I'm not saying you're guilty or whatever of that, but just making sure you know if we ever found proof, with perjury, and that's a very hefty felony.
Can you repeat that last question for me, please?
Okay.
After
Objection.
I talked to him, yes.
Never did this stricken. Continue, Mr. Branning.
Yes. My baton
Objection.
may have slipped in my hands.
Disregard.
Answer the question, Mr. Brady, instead of may. Instead of
It
tiptoeing
slipped in
around
my
it.
hands.
Can I rebuttal?
After
No, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that it was known that I would like to.
Yes.
Look, I'll tell you what happened, right? He was in the elevator.
Keep talking, Mr. Brandon. Keep talking. Hey, Roy. Remember how you were asking about what I was going to do? Are you watching?
If hand-to-hand regarding my baton, yeah. Yes. Yes. No. Not that I can remember, no. Nope.
No.
Woo!
You say no to that?
He sure as fuck did.
10-4.
He just
That
said
is
no? Okay.
on the record.
Okay.
So, Mr.
Hmm.
Branning,
Go
that
ahead,
seemed to be
Mr. Johnson.
that seemed to be quite a different story than you just swindled to me while I was on Strick. Sorry, Mr. Branning. That seemed
Do
like
you even need a
much-
rebuttal at this point, Mr. Johnson?
I honestly
I don't think
don't
you need a
need
rebuttal.
I don't need a rebuttal at this point, but I would like to hammer it in his head.
Yes, go ahead.
So you're, oh my God, sorry, having a hard time functioning. So, Mr. Branning, that seemed like a much different story than the one you said to me on the stand prior. Yes?
What I can't remember.
I don't think there's any more reason to continue this this clown circus right now, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. You can step back. Any other witnesses, Mr. Johnson? Or
I would like to call my my defendant to
you
the
can
trial.
step down, Mr. Brandy, Mr. Santos, step up. Mr. Branning, step down.
Oh, this ended horribly.
Yeah, I shall step down.
Santos, step up. Don't intimidate the witness, Mr. Branning. Go to your side.
What's the other way, buddy? Move my wall.
Thanks to my lawyers, Mr. Branning. You're in my courtroom. You're not in the streets of Los Santos.
Okay, repeat after me.
Yes, sir.
I swear by Almighty God.
I swear by Almighty Jah.
You gotta
Allah.
repeat after.
Okay, sorry. I swear by Almighty God
That the evidence I shall give
that the evidence...
Can I
Sorry,
object to
again?
that?
That the evidence...
Object to that.
Can he please use the God he chooses, which was
Yes,
Allah?
Yes. Yes.
he said, okay, that's fine.
Same thing, same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna repeat that. You can choose whoever God you choose. Okay. I swear by Almighty God
I swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth, and nothing
And-
but the truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Okay, you're good. Sit down.
Okay.
Mr. Mr.
Okay.
Santos, I'm going to give you the same courtesy that I gave Mr. Branning, okay?
Ugh.
He should have known it. You might not, since you're a private citizen.
I'm the captain now.
You
sorry.
lie on
Mr.
the
Branning, sit down.
stand.
Roy, sit down.
If
Sorry,
you lie
Your
on the
Honor.
stand, you're in perjury. Then it's a hefty felony. Do you understand those?
Yes, sir.
terms?
But can I ask something, Your Honor?
Yes.
Don't trouble him for what if he didn't know, what perjury is. So
Yes, I
that's
understand.
okay. Okay, thank you.
May I approach the
Mr.
bench?
Johnson, you're a witness.
Alrighty. How's it going, Roy?
It's going amazing, sir.
So when you were down in the cells and you did happen to escape into the elevator shaft, you were
Mhm.
still handcuffed, correct?
Yes, sir. I was a good boy.
Okay. During that time, you never screamed, "I'm gonna kill you, Mr. Branning. You're
Negative.
dead." No threats, no intimidating words.
Negative.
Okay. When Mr. Branning assaulted you with his baton, was it multiple times? Was it once? Was it just a baton?
He only used his baton and he smacked me once, and then I fell onto the ground, and he grabbed me by my arm and took me to the cells.
How did it make you feel when
I was very in distraught, and I was very scared for my life. I had
Were you able to
emotional and
talk?
Physical pain, a little bit, groans and whatnot. Just
Why wouldn't you want to talk, Mr. Rowe?
say again, sorry. I said I did like I was groaning and whatnot because it was painful. The hit was painful.
Okay, for sure. When they got you into the cells, did they ask about your injuries at all?
Yes, but then I asked for a bandage and nothing happened. To be honest,
Okay, so they didn't
I'm still leaking.
apply anything to or reach out for
Negative.
medical services that you requested.
Negative. I'm still leaking to this point.
Okay, does anybody
Can someone
have
give me a bandage?
I was just going to
please?
say, does anybody have a bandage for my client?
Yeah, I can give you a bandage.
No.
Okay.
No, you go ahead and sit
Oh,
back,
oh,
Mr.
okay.
Branning.
Yes, I do.
Oh, brother.
Is that all you need?
All right. So, are you able to talk right there, right now, Mr. Roy? Are you good?
Yeah, yes, I
All
can.
right. Perfect. So, after that incident in the cells at MRPD, and you were extradited here to the courthouse cells, can you give me a rundown of what happened inside those cells with
Yeah, so I came into the cells, right, and I was speaking to one of the officers, asking them whose car is outside that's not properly painted because it looked very unprofessional. And this, sorry, no offense, but Cheeto head behind me came up to me and said that I made one of
objection?
the, sorry, this officer behind me, this nice-looking officer, came to my cell and said that I made one of the officers really mad, and then they clocked out because of it, or something along those lines. And then he said that I should, keep it to myself.
Thank you.
Sustained.
He said I should keep it to myself.
Roy,
And then,
Roy, stop. You
okay.
can't do he said, she said.
Oh,
He
officer.
objected.
oh,
There.
okay.
Yeah, but
The officer told me to keep it to myself, or he'll gonna come in there and show me.
sustained.
You're not getting it, Mr.
Let's
I'm
try
I'm
a
slow.
asking.
I got hit on my
yeah,
head.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and have that all stricken. My apologies, Your Honor.
That's all.
I thought he
I could
would get it.
rephrase.
Nope,
could
it's
rephrase.
it is
Oh, okay.
fine, Roy. Right now, the
Let's
less
handle
you
that.
talk, the better it is.
Sorry, I got hit on my head. It hurts. I don't know what anything is. My bad.
Mr. Brandon
Oh,
talking he needed to do for you. So when you got to the cells here, would you say you were harassed after you pled your
Very much so.
to continue talking and to coerce you into talking?
Not coerce me. I felt threatened at that moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good,
Not
Your
by
Honor.
Mr. Branding though.
all right, Mr. Smith, your witness.
Like I said, I got told that he'll gonna come in there and show me, and that I made one of his officers mad because I said to that officer that they looked unprofessional for having a fully blacked out car with the wrong color paint. I was just merely a gesture of trying to help them, navigate their way to Los Santos Custom, the best mechanic shop.
Hey,
in the state.
Roy, if you could stick to straight answering the questions for
I was
the
answering it.
I get you. Sorry.
Sorry,
For my outburst, Your Honor.
it's all good.
Are you the honor?
Oh, sorry. Like I said, I'm hit on my head.
Continue, Mr. Smith.
Not really, sir. I feel discombobulated. The courthouse, I'm assuming. Like I said, I'm going through very emotional distress.
Objection, speculation.
Sustained. Santos, please only answer questions that are asked to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Smith?
A blow on my neck and physical and emotional pain and hurt and distress. The bandage when I got tased in the vehicle pursuit, which ultimately knocked me out, and then the hurt from getting hit with a baton while I was in handcuffs, defenseless, and unarmed. Yes.
He's not a doctor.
I didn't run away. I
Hold on
just
one
simply...
second, Mr. Smith. Mr. Brandon, do you think it's okay to be unprofessional in my courtroom?
I mean,
No, I was just checking my fingernails.
Officer Mo, I'm going to find Mr. Brandon in contempt of court misdemeanor. Can you take him to the cells, please? On a place where you can mess around, Mr. Brandon.
So,
Nice one, man.
I'll meet with you after.
can I at least explain
go,
my
let's
case,
go.
please,
Let's
officer?
go.
stop
Let's
making a
Officer,
scene in the
let's go.
courtroom, Mr. Branning, and just
We have
take
to go.
it.
You want to make it a
Come on.
felony and lose your job, Mr. Brandon?
No. I just want to explain
Go.
what I was doing.
Go.
No.
You'll have your time.
Go. Continue, Mr. Smith.
I was checking my fingernails.
Whisper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I did. I requested medical and or a
Objection
bandage.
asked and answered. I asked that in my examination of the client.
Sustained. Anything further? Rebuttal, Mr. Johnson, or are you good?
No, I'd like to call up my expert witness, the other officer at the scene.
Okay. Mr. Santos, you can step down. Mr. Alvarez, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Step up. Is Mr. Brandon in the cells, Ozzy?
Yes, sir. Okay, Alvarez. Repeat after me, okay?
Yep.
I swear by Almighty God
Swear by Almighty God,
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and but nothing but the truth.
You may be seated.
All right. Could you state your name again for the record for me, officer?
Canelo Alvarez.
All right. So, Mr. Alvarez, in your expert opinion, would you say a gentleman in handcuffs is a threat?
I would say not.
Okay. Would you say a gentleman inside of handcuffs is necessary to remove a step in between less than lethal and hand-to-hand combat?
No.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith?
Yes. Negative. No, sir.
Jacked. That's his
I did not.
interest.
No, sir.
Objection, foundation? Branning answered that himself.
Sustained.
He's he's an expert witness only called to clarify the processes of the police department. Not for anything of his personal recollection of the crime.
Sustained.
No, sir. No, sir. He was quite, say quite, say nervous. I would say scared, but nervous.
Objection.
Based on.
Oh, hearsay. And speculation. He guesses. He thinks that's the way he feels.
Rebuttal. I'm gonna sustain that. Strike that.
Yes, sir. Negative.
Objection leading.
Rephrase.
That's the time you do it. Oh, I'm stricken. I've
Go ahead.
I forgot where I was at for a second. My bad.
Okay. Yes. Negative.
I have no other witnesses, Your Honor.
It's up down, Mr. Alvarez. Mr. Smith, do you have any witnesses? All right, closing statement, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Smith, closing statement.
Oh boy.
I don't think that bandage helped.
That's proving the case more and more.
Oh!
Perfect.
God.
My client just passed out
Alright.
from the pain. Never mind.
All
I'll
right.
wait for my cross-examination.
Oh.
My turn for closing statements. Go ahead. I
5-minute
apologize.
recess. Let's get it to medical and then come back for closing statements.
It's
See?
okay. Let me be here for this. Just get in
No,
there.
you can't not be present. You're gonna get medical treatment
Yeah,
before we
EMS is
get
on
you
drop.
up.
Anybody want to come back here, witness while I talk to Mr. Branning? DA, how about you?
I'll just sit on the sick.
Mr. Branning,
Yeah.
who do you think you are?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, big time.
No, you've got it completely misunderstood. I'm telling you right now.
This is my courtroom.
I know.
It's not the
It's your
streets of Los
courtroom.
Santos. It's not your PD. This is my courtroom. You will show me respect in the court when you were in the courtroom.
I do show you respect, sir. But I'm
You
trying to
don't.
tell you.
Flipping
No, I
off
do.
the defendant during his.
No, I
Yes,
did
he
not.
was shooting
I
on the middle finger.
No, I sat down.
This is how
and
he was
my
sitting there like this.
No, listen. Look, please let me explain. Please let me explain.
All
All I was, I went to go
Stop.
tie my shoelaces. Right, my middle finger touched the floor,
So
and
now
I
you're
think
gonna
there
give
was
an excuse.
He's inside the.
and then there was gum, so I had to check my fingernails. That's all I did. All I did was check my fingernails. Please.
So you think instead of owning up to it and being a man, it's better to come up with a lame ass excuse?
There he is.
Get up off the floor and quit being dramatic.
Look, there's gum on this floor as well.
Listen, I think you have a harsh reality coming to you anyhow, so I'm not going to charge you with contempt of court. But the next time you are outlandish in my court, you're getting felony contempt of court. You will lose your job. Do you understand me?
10-4, sir.
Ozzy,
I think he's currently busy with the person. Give me
I'm
one
just
second.
going
I'll
to push
get
the
him.
red button. You can go back in that courtroom, but you best show respect to everybody in there.
10-4, sir. Thank you.
I don't care who you are. Your Honor.
Your Honor. Yeah, Your Honor. Your Honor.
tell the
You
Chief
go, Your
Justice that right now.
What happened?
Trust me, Roy.
He's just-
There's no reason for any more evidence at this point.
What happened?
What caused him to
I
pass
wonder
out,
what
Mr.
happened.
Doctor Man?
Is he 95?
It's a
or
defect of the
No, he's
blow
good.
you
You can just leave him
he
here.
sustained from you.
Oh,
What
brother.
happened, Mr. Smith?
Attempted murder. At the charges, DA.
So by protocol, I have to bring him to the hospital.
That's I mean, that's fine with me. I would assume you're gonna need a police escort. Mr. Moe or an officer, could we have someone that's not associated with the trial assist this gentleman in getting medical aid? Mr. Jones, my client needs to go to the hospital or to receive any further.
Yeah, we can take a 5-10 minute recess.
Possibility.
Alrighty.
For the rest of the procedure, I need to go to the
You wanna-
hospital. I don't have the
Yeah,
equipment
no,
to-
Mr.
no, you are
Officer,
totally
you wanna go to
fine.
the
We just,
hospital and bring him back?
Yeah.
That thing around your neck doesn't do anything?
Mr.
no,
Alvarez,
that's
what's the
that's
other
a
officer?
stethoscope, man. It
It's a
just hears the heart.
Mr. Montero.
It's not a
I don't know, I'm not a
defibrillator.
doctor.
Listen to me,
No,
Mr.
I know.
Santos. You come back here and don't do anything. You have yourself
I
a very good,
promise.
strong case here. Do not do anything stupid.
I
Yeah,
promise,
Mr.
sir.
Santos. Secondly, as your
Take his
as
lawyer,
your-
too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna
Mr.
go
Gray.
with you so you
Can I get
don't
a
do
smoke
anything
break, please?
stupid.
What the nicotine is
Be
killing
back
me.
here in 5-10 minutes.
Bailiff!
All right.
All right,
I'm
miss.
gonna
All right, go.
transport him.
You go ahead and lead off, follow.
Bailiff!
You saw it too. See, look, Smith, this guy saw it too. I
Oh,
wasn't
he's outside
exaggerating.
now.
Him
Bailiff!
flipping me off.
I was like, what are you doing?
Oh,
What are
he's
you
down the
doing?
door.
What can I help you with, sir?
Your Honor, actually, I was hoping to speak to you if you don't mind.
Oh my god. You're selling us right now, dude.
Sir.
After the case, sure.
Oh, okay. I just thought
Yeah,
we were in recess
What's your
before
name?
I have a moment.
The
My
lawyer,
name's Nico
he
Smith.
actually told us, he's like, if you guys need some help, you know, preparing for court cases and stuff, he wants to give classes out for cops.
What can I do for you?
What do you think about
Actually,
that?
I was looking to join the ranks.
No,
actually rejoin
Doc.
The ranks of the DOJ. As you can see, the Judge of the Year is on the wall here. and
Oh.
As you can see, I have plenty of years of
Do
experience.
you guys see that, or is
in
that just me?
development,
Mhm.
And would love to come back and help out if you need it.
Yeah, we could use. Are you looking to be
What?
on the DA side or the?
I'm looking to be a
Defense side.
judge if you need a judge. I've been a lawyer for a really long time,
Okay,
and I've
so
been
you
a
have
judge
an
for a really
idea.
long time, and I'd rather just kind of judge at this point and help out and kind of be in that role. I don't need the
Okay.
money. I'm more in a position that I own a business. I have a lot of experience doing this, and you know, I'm just here to kind of be here, you know, and help out where I can. I have a lot
Okay,
of experience. I wrote the
so-
Constitution before the new one.
Yeah. So we have 2 judges right now. What do you say? Like we start you as like an ADN, you work your way up to a judge just to see for a minute. And then,
Honestly, you know, just because I don't really need it. I really just wanted to kind of help out and kind of be a part of it. So
all right, can I mull it over?
absolutely, I'd be happy to sit down and do an
You
interview
want to
with
give me your
you.
phone
and-
number?
Yeah.
Let me talk with my other judge, and then I'll get back to you. See if you want to come in for an interview or something when he's around. Mr. Brandon, put the cigarette away.
It's not a cigarette. It's a vape, Your Honor.
Put it away.
10-4, Your Honor.
No, you can't smoke in a
Your
courtroom.
Honor,
How
what's
am
your
I
name?
doing? How am I doing?
Alfie Jones.
If you can show me a no smoking sign, I will put it out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, that's fine. I'm just really pissed off at Mr. Brandon.
Mr. Jones, I do appreciate you taking the time
Yeah,
to meet with
of
me.
course.
Again, I'm the owner of Lux, so I am a
Whole lot.
part of the community, so I do want to kind of go around making the rounds and introducing myself because, you know, it's a small knit of what we do. So
Of course.
I think it's important for us at that level to stick together, and I appreciate what you do. So, and it's been a fun case.
Of course. Hey, think the
Love
case
having-
has won so far.
How has it gone so far?
Mhm.
I would have objected a lot more. He had an officer perjure himself on the stand in the very first case in the city, so that's always a great start. But also,
Oh.
the defendant perjured himself too, but, you know, he also got his ass beat, so you can kind of always ride that. And don't play doctor as the DA. Calling a doctor. You're the most powerful person in the state. You can call anyone you want into this courtroom. and you
You
call
sure,
Carrot
Mr.
Top
Smith?
as your, or no, it wasn't Carrot. You call the guy's partner as your expert witness, man.
Oh, that
Come
was the
on.
defense.
The defense called, you object to that. He can't call it. That's a conflict of interest. You bring that up. It's his partner. He can't. There's no.
Well, his partner did answer against him, unfortunately. Jesus Christ.
Thank God.
Oh, man. What was I looking for? Oh, I know what it was.
And also, I would have. Defense was his decorum was not up to par for a big part of the trial. He showed very little respect to witnesses.
You know
Yeah.
what? I think we're gonna win this.
Now, after humping the stand, I understood why he got
I
little
have
respect.
full
But
faith that we're gonna win this.
even
See.
still,
LSPD has
Why
594,000.
would you be scared?
Hmm.
also, as the DA, stop being a cop's lawyer right off the bat. Make them hire an attorney. You're a representative of the state, not the police department. No, actually, not technically.
For civil
Because
suits,
you-
probably not. But yeah, we just kind of wrote into it, so you're kind of stuck with it.
No, I understand that, but like normally, because if he just perjured himself, it's your job to step in and charge him now. And right now, you're serving as his lawyer.
Yeah. Oh, good thing for him, no criminal charges could probably come from the civil suit at least. I guess.
Now, luckily,
Perjury, yeah, but I'm going to give him the benefit on that.
he's pulling a gun in your courtroom.
Who hired that guy?
I mean, come on, man. He's like not even in dress blues. He's fully armed. He has a full tack belt on. Yeah, we're talking about you.
Oh, hey, Mr. Brandon.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Were you just talking about me for a second?
Yeah.
Hey, you just pulled a gun out in the courtroom, man.
I had to reload my firearm. Have you not been hearing how many shots fired have been going outside? I have to keep strapped, or else I'm gonna get clapped.
No, actually, we've been sitting here having a civil conversation. I
Who,
haven't heard one gunshot.
who hired you?
Who hired me?
Yes, I
No
think they
comment.
need to be evaluated.
Yeah, come over here. Please, Brandon, come over here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Test me. Do it. Test me. Go ahead.
Your Honor, can I at least take my bar exam so I can be in a
Yeah,
position
absolutely. I'll
to
send it
do
to you.
whatever's available?
Brandon.
I have to send it to your email. Do you want to?
Who is this guy?
Oh, okay.
Excuse me?
I'm just asking. Who is this guy?
Brandon, come over here, please. God damn it, please.
I'm just asking. Who's that guy?
Come
Who's
here,
that guy?
come here.
My name is Nico Spector. Pleasure to meet you.
Nico Spector. Nice to meet you too. I'm Mike Branning, officer with the LSPD. You probably heard of me before. I'm definitely. Oh!
I'm back.
I've never heard of you.
Oh!
I'm the owner of
Yeah,
Luxury
just
Honors.
find a
Pleasure.
way to give me your email and then I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll shoot you something.
Not yet.
Where am I standing?
Sit down.
Where am I? Am I standing on the stand or what am I doing?
Figure it out.
Oh, just go over there. Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right. Are we all back? We ready to go?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize about
Close your
the
statement, Mr.
inconvenience.
Smith.
Your Honor, he's flipping you off for a selfie.
Mr. Brandon,
Yeah.
again.
Okay, sir.
I'm literally looking at the wall
I
so I don't
appreciate
intervene
it,
or I don't
but-
do anything stupid.
You're great. I appreciate it, but kindly.
Continue, Mr. Smith. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
I believe the court has laid out more than what I'm going to, but I will do my best. I believe that Mr. Santos was denied rights multiple times during this arrest. I also believe that the officers escalated force unnecessarily upon a victim who was handcuffed and bound, unnecessarily beaten. My defendant is no medical knowledge. He's not a doctor. He doesn't have a doctorate in medical knowledge. He also received a blow to the head via a baton and a taser, which definitely could disorient someone to not understanding what's going on with him. He said it multiple times that he was disoriented and dazed. And Mr. Branning openly and honestly said that he did strike a gentleman in handcuffs, which the character witness and expert witness proved without a deniable fact that should never have happened. It's a clear-cut and case of excessive use of force, and the only thing we're searching for is just compensation for his two medical bills he had today and anything that will occur upon afterwards leaving here. My client shows much anxiety and fear. He has multiple times in this trial, along with an incompetence of some of the police force. And I think that kind of stands for itself through the court case we just had. With that, I have nothing else to say, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. All right, Mr. Santos, I have a couple questions. How much were your medical bills today? Mr. Santos.
Mr. Santos, can you hear him?
How rude.
To check?
Oh boy.
Yeah, we can
How
hear you,
much were
Mr.
your medical
Santos.
bills today?
Could I have my phone back to check?
Yeah, go ahead and give him his phone, Mr. Mo.
You should have it, sir.
I should have it.
Yep.
I had someone else take care of it because I didn't want them tampering with it.
Can you grab it up here, Mr. Mo, and take it back to him? Thank you.
I got your phone over here.
Okay.
Mr. Brandon, if I have to tell you again,
I wasn't even doing anything wrong.
I was looking at the judge through my
I'd say
binoculars.
approximately like $2,000.
Okay.
More or less.
all right. Mr. Smith and Mr. Johnson, can I see you in my chambers?
Of course, Your Honor.
Going to be in a 5-minute recess. Keep an eye on the defendant.
Yes, sir.
Don't let Brandon anywhere near him.
Okay.
Maybe Branding needs to be put in handcuffs.
Beat with a baton.
Seems like a loose cannon to me. I apologize about that. You can go ahead and strike that from the record, Your Honor.
It's, I don't.
God
All right. So, let's see. I don't even need time to deliberate. I'm going to roll in favor of the defendant. I believe that excessive force was used with the baton in the elevator. And there was pain and suffering for those, even if he did not acknowledge it. You know, he's not a medical professional. He's hit the head. He was scared. So on and so forth. And we have clearly seen Mr. Brandon's display in front of this court and how he is not a professional officer and all that. I'm sure neither of you disagree with any of that.
do not.
Mr. Smith, I'll need you to write out something to the police department. They're going to owe Mr. Santos $35,000. I'm also going to negate his prison sentence and fine for his actions. I'm going to cancel it out, zero it out, give him $35K. We'll keep the charges on his record, though. Also, I'm going to mandate that Mr. Brandon get retrainment within the scope of the
Excellent.
force continuum and go to training how to be a professional cop. I don't know what I'm going to call that yet, but
Do we have a therapy program? Because I also might recommend that. He seems like he has a little bit of anger, but that's just my personal opinion.
So $35,000 will be the amount owed by the state. Sound good?
Mr. Smith, while we have LP here in front of us, I would like to hold a pop-up shop on courthouse etiquette that me and you could both have the police officers run through.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Obviously not the whole city of Los Santos. I'll do my best, like I did in the courtroom, to keep my client and the people behind my client quiet and as dutifully in the need for the courtroom as possible. But I think both of us coming to power to better this so that the circus that just happened doesn't happen again, I think would be in the best of our interests both. That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe like twice a month, just give them a re-etiquette course because, you never know when these will happen. So, all right, perfect. Sorry about that interjection. I just wanted to take the time while I had the two of us here.
And then I think officer needs you after this, Smith. It was in the email.
Sorry about that.
All right. Come to a conclusion. I'm ready to
Your
roll on the
Honor.
case. Yes.
Shut up, Mr.
Lawyers.
Santos.
He harassed me again and flipped me off.
Okay. Keep yourself calm. That's all we need to do here.
Okay.
And just wait for the judge to deliberate and exact the sentencing.
I've come to a decision in the case of Santos v. State, in the case of excessive use of force by Officer Mike Brannon. I do find that Officer Brannon used excessive force against you, Mr. Santos, in the way of beating you while you're in handcuffs at the baton.
Thank you, sir.
I'm very sorry you had to go through that. I'm sure it's a tremendous debt to your mental well-being and physical well-being. Mr. Brannon has shown countless times today that he cannot hold himself professional or accountable for anything. I don't know how he got hired to the police force to begin with. I feel that he is one of the most disrespectful and unprofessional officers I've ever seen in my time as an officer and of a court official. So, reward for the defendant, $35,000 paid to you from the police department, and a written apology from the chief himself will be due to you, Mr. Santos. Mr. Brandon, I'm mandating you go back to retraining of the use of force continuum and a mandatory professionalism seminar from one of your higher-ups because you do not know how to conduct yourself, sir. And again, Mr. Brandon, if you ever come into my courtroom and do the shenanigans that you pulled here today, you'll be found in felony contempt of court and you will lose your job, sir. So be weary of that. I hereby adjourn this court session.
Your Honor, do I go to prison now for 10 months?
Oh, also I'm negating your prison sentence and
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
There's no questionings.